Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tips and Tricks in Real Estate. We are live. I have Sam Staskal out of Wisconsin. I'm Angela Fazio out of Arizona, and Michelle Sayward is in Michigan.
Yeah.
So sorry. So today's topic is center of influence. The funny thing about center of influence is if you look at NAR statistics, every single year is the same pathetic numbers that 96% of real estate agents don't work their center of influence. And most of those 4% that do probably don't do it as well as they should. And that's what the foundation of your business. You should be working a center of influence as your primary source of hopefully business. You want to build that up. So we're going to hear all kinds of tips and tricks today about working that well. And Michelle, thank you for being a guest today.
Well, thank you for inviting me to talk about this topic. This is one of the most profitable topics and one of my favorite things to focus on.
I agree. Go.
All right, excellent. Yeah, no, to build a centers of influence database is one of the very first things I tell agents that join our organization that they must build. New licensee, experienced, it doesn't matter. The very first thing I tell people when they come to see me is, do you have your database? And a lot of agents, which is surprising and shocking, look at me like this.
What are you talking about?
What you talking about, database? What? And it's so important to plug in their address, their emails, their phone numbers. And I don't care if you have to open up a Google Doc and put it in a drive, in a Google Drive. It doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't need to be sophisticated. It just needs to be reaching out and getting your contacts. And when people say to me, oh gosh, I don't have that. Cell phone numbers are hard to get. You know what's really easy to get? Facebook Messenger.
That's right.
I mean, if people are already connected with you on social media, you could simply push them a text and say, hey, I'm updating my client contact information. Can you please share your home address with me or whatever, right? What is your personal email? Whatever piece you're missing, or what, maybe you need all of it. But it is so important in creating your campaigns. I mean, we all work through KV Core and we know the power of what is there and what that can do. But in staying connected with your database, what's the best way to stay connected? Find out how to reach them, right?
That's right.
And for the new licensees or for the experienced, the same rules of the road apply, right? It is, they already know you. They already trust you, right? What more do you really need besides people who like you, know you, trust you, right? Mm-hmm. Those are the first line of people that are going to call you. Those are the first line of people that you can go to as a resource for business. And if it's not them looking to buy or sell, because that's an excuse we get all the time, right? Well, everybody I know already they already bought something. Or my sphere is 150 people that were at my wedding and they're not going to sell. They're done selling. And you can ask for business through those people. So, hi, Sam. This is Michelle Sayward with eXp Realty. I'm calling because I've got a goal to help 100 families this year buy or sell real estate. Was calling to find out, Sam, who do you know that can help me achieve that goal? Help? Help? Did you just ask me to help? Oh, I feel good. I can help you, Sam. Love to help you, Sam. Sam, you're so great and you're so nice and you're so sweet and you're working so hard to build your business. That is respectable. I would love to help you. That's how people feel when you call them. And I'll tell you, the best endorsement is someone that can say in your sphere, I know Sam. I've known her. She's a great, trustworthy, honest person. She will work hard for you. As a matter of fact, she's building her business and she's growing. Please call Sam, right? So that sphere, it becomes so delightful when you have made deposits into your sphere over the years and you've built into that bank and then you've trained them to just call you. That is like, that's the best feeling in the world. That's the best business in the world.
It really is. That there's nothing like a referral because like you said, they already feel like they know you because somebody's vouched for you, right? And they
Mm-hmm.
trust you already because their friend trusted you, right? And
Mm-hmm.
just don't suck when you're working with them, and all will be better because then they'll refer you again.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. But it doesn't come without making the deposits, which is an
Yeah.
important component of your sphere,
So
right?
how do you do that, Michelle? Tell me some of the ways that you do that for your sphere.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to reach out to them and let them know they are valuable to you, period. Like people try to, in real estate, typically overcomplicate it. And I'm saying this because I did 188 transactions. My team and I did 188 transactions last year. And over 50% was from our sphere.
That's awesome. That's where you want to be.
But you gotta put it, like I said, you're not gonna get that kind of business if you're not making the deposits with the people. So don't overcomplicate it. People freak out and go, oh, I gotta like know what to say, and I gotta like figure out what my next topic's gonna be to call these people. You know, it's really simple. Hi, this is Michelle. I was thinking about you. I came across your name, which is true. This happens a lot. I just called someone the other day and said, hey, I was looking at, you're going to laugh. I print them hard copy. This is my sphere. You're going to laugh. This is
Oh, I am laughing.
like wrong address. You see my notes on there? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
So is that in alphabetical order, or how do you have that organized?
Yeah, it's my database. It's the database I tell people to create. And so I literally was thumbing through this just the other day, and I went, oh my gosh, I didn't know Jamie lives down the street from me because I just moved. Hi, Jamie, did you know we're neighbors? And he goes, no. And I said, yeah, I bought that house down the street. And he goes, you did? Oh, blah, 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 blah. We just started talking again. It doesn't need to be something big or something huge. It can even be, hey, I was in your subdivision the other day. How are you enjoying it over here?
Or you see, you should be using anything that you see on their social media to either celebrate with them or to empathize with them. Hey, I saw you just took that unbelievable vacation. Tell me about it. You know, I've always wanted to go there. It can be anything like that. And I think that one mistake, though, that agents do make is that you're right. You shouldn't overcomplicate it. But I think the other mistake is they never had that initial conversation, that initial one, the first one that gets them on the database that says, hey, you know what? This is Angela, and I had never asked you before. But if you were looking to buy or sell, who would you use as your realtor? Who would you use as your realtor? Because I made that mistake. And so I was spending a lot of time and energy on people who were 100% loyal to their mom, who's an excellent real estate agent, or their very best friend that they used 5 times. So we can't make that initial assumption, because if you have a clean database, like you must have a clean database. And the reason why I say that is you can't get half of your business from your center of influence if your database isn't clean, right? Otherwise, you'll get really disappointed when I'm sorry, I've got to take this. It's potential spam.
Don't miss that. Is it from the United States?
I don't even know. Chuck always hands me the phone and says, I can't take this right now. Can you take my phone? It's Mr. Spam. Anyway, so you got to make that initial phone call and just say, hey, who would you use as your realtor? And if they say you, hello, you, great. Or if they say, I have this one guy that I used this one time. I go, well, what's his name? Maybe I know him. Mike something? They don't. That real estate agent is not keeping in contact with that person.
Right.
Now I'm going to get that client, right?
Right.
Because I'm going to add value. Every time I can add value to their lives, whether it just be socially or inviting them to things or giving them, hey, did you change your AC filters? Did you do that? Because in Arizona, if you don't do that, your air conditioning unit's going to die. You know, there's easy things to do just to say, I'm thinking of you. You're in my mind. Don't forget, I'm here for you when you need me.
Yeah. I mean, if you can add value, like people are freaking out about, or just calling them and saying, I know you've heard interest rates are super low. When was the last time you refinanced? Do you need help in this arena? Or, anything. Who do you know? Anything. Don't overcomplicate it. I mean, it's as simple as I've been thinking about you, change your air filter. Here's what interest rates are. we're neighbors now. Your landscaping looks great. Your subdivision is finally finished. Your whole, you know, the build of your sub. Congratulations. You've lived in your home 2 years and now you're exempt from capital gains tax. Congratulations.
Right. Anything. Oh, hey, you've been renting for 5 years. Do you want to stop? You know,
You know what you
know
can
if you
buy?
can buy?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Are you interested to know?
Yes. And so some people, I know that some people are out there and they wish they had, like, that's not easy enough for them. They really want process and procedure. And one of the things that I'm going to offer today is I do actually have a training class that I can send to you that has process and procedure around how do you build your
Ooh.
database well. So I'll give it to anybody. Michelle, I'll give it to you so you can get rid of that paper. Good God, girl. And look, can you imagine if you had the process and procedure, you would probably get 75% of your business and more business. I'm so passionate about the center of influence thing and making that the foundation of your business, especially those of you who have a system like KV Core. And if you don't, you need to contact one of us and we need to talk to you about that, right? So the other thing, you know, what I think is really exciting is, and I know Sam has a really cool way to do this, but once Chuck and I, when we started in real estate in 2001, we had no sphere of influence. And so we were prospecting like crazy. We used to do open houses for like 8-10 hours a day. We would flyer 600 to 1,000 flyers a week. And we did a lot of business, but then we built our center of influence at the same time. Now, prospecting got really, really fun when we figured one thing out. We weren't just looking for buyers and sellers. We were looking for buyers, we were looking for sellers, and we were looking for people to add to our center of influence.
Yeah.
That was a game changer because now we felt successful every single time we prospected because agents, remember, 96 of you suck at your center of influence. So that's really good for the 4% of us who will. So we would say buying and selling, nope, no problem. Hey, if you were looking to buy or sell, who would you use as a realtor? Nobody? Fantastic. Let me keep in touch with you in a meaningful way so that when you're looking to buy or sell, you know somebody, you will know and trust me already. You'll know that I'm good because I'm good at what I do, right? And so now you have this game that you play with your center of influence is how big and how quality can I make this database? Because that's a direct reflection on how many deals you're going to get out of it every year.
That, what you said there about who can I add to the database is huge. Especially when I was new in the business, I was focused on that. Were they nice to me over the phone? Were they engaging? Did they just hang up on me? No, these people were, okay, all right, I'm going to put them in my database. I'm going to stay in touch. I'm going to build relationships. I am, it'll be 20 years in March. And literally, I get phone calls now from people I forgot that I talked to. You know, like I just listed and sold a property. She called me and she goes, you know, 8 years ago, we debated selling our house and you came over and did a market analysis. I did. Okay.
Yeah. You're like, of course I did.
He's like, and you just mailed us your calendar again. And, you know, you gave us honest advice. It was down economy and we decided to stay put. And, you know, that was 3 transactions for me.
That's awesome. That feels so good. That feels so good. And you know what's so great about doing business excellently and refining your center of influence is that you can meet one person that becomes a gold mine.
Oh yeah.
And you never know who that's going to be. You know, so
sorry, go ahead.
No,
I was going to say, I have a friend, you know, I'm new in the business. I'll be 2 years in May. And I have a friend that in the last year, I had 5 transactions from.
Those people, you need to keep in contact with them. You need to love on them.
I love that guy. I love him. God, if you're watching, I love you.
And then it becomes a point, Sam, where you go into your database and you're going to start classifying people as your A's, A+, your B's, C's.
Yes.
Grade, like in school. And then you'll know, okay, make sure I call my A+ people. These are the people that are the biggest gold mines for me. And now you're making even more deposits with those people.
That's right. That there's I wrote a book. If anyone wants it, I'll mail it to you. But in the book, we talk about this. We were doing a for sale by owner appointment. So Chuck and I were in front of this for sale by owner. We were leaving, and this little lady and this little man walked up and says, the lady looks at us and says, "You two, you look like a hot couple. We want you to come and sell our house."
Wow.
And those people, they wouldn't let us take a listing contract. We couldn't wear shoes in the house. We couldn't show the house. And they wanted us to sell it. Well, we did. We sold it. And so that turned into millions and millions and millions of dollars of referrals. Just because we were like, okay, we'll be that hot couple and we'll sell your house in under impossible circumstances. But you know, what? Oh, I thought Chuck was talking to me. Oh. He's on a call, probably with Mr. Spam. But so anyway, Sam, tell us about what you've been doing with your 30 by 30, because that I think is a really great idea too.
My goal for 2021 was to be more personal with people. So I put out a post in December saying I want to do a 30 by 30. So what that is for 30 days, I want to meet with a new person for 30 minutes via Zoom. And I've met with people all over the country so far, and it's been very well received. They're not all in real estate, no, but it's still developing those personal relationships. It also gets me more comfortable talking to people that I've never met. You know, it's a cold call. I've never met these people, you know, via Zoom. You know, I'm showing my face, you know, it's good practice to talk to strangers, to be friendly and just make those connections.
No kidding. Awesome. That is so brilliant. I'm not kidding. Literally right before this call, I was downstairs talking to my nieces, and the words that came out of my mouth was, everything that you want out of life is from meeting more people, period. Yes. Everything. Yep. There is a one-to-one correlation with the more people you meet and talk to, the greater your success.
I 100% agree. And think about it, through what we've been doing, I never would have met you guys if I wouldn't have gone out of my way to do something to bless other people's lives. And if you're doing that in real estate, that's called prospecting, by the way.
Yeah.
so that's
I call it being friendly.
You call it whatever you want, but you're meeting the people.
Well, Sam, I bet you met a lot of people when you talked about what was going on underneath your dress.
Yes, yeah, like millions. And I'm still in contact with quite a few of them. And there's, you know, the ones that I've talked to so far, I plan to speak to again. I mean, we just had such a great conversation. I enjoyed their company, and you know, that's something that we've all been lacking, I think. So it's been great. It's been a win-win for me and for them.
I agree. I think I commend you for that. And so I know for a fact that we gave our audience freaking unbelievable tips today. Michelle, can I share your contact, your email with people if they want to contact you?
Yeah.
Is that okay? All right, showing it. There's how you can contact us right there. I already got it up there, Chicky. Cool. So if you want my book, if you want my training, if you want to do a 30 by 30 with Sam, that sounds naughty.
I don't want those kind of people, Andrew.
Only nice people. Nice people. If you want to do business in Arizona, if you want to do business in Wisconsin, you want to do business in Michigan, if you're in real estate, if you want to buy houses, whatever we can do to bless you guys, there's our contact information. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Michelle, thank you for jumping on the call. Sam and I will be hosting tips and tricks every second and fourth Monday all year long. So if you enjoyed the tips and tricks today, and I saw that we have some good comments, please tune in and we will bless you with tips and tricks. Thank you guys. Stay on. Don't jump off. I'm going to end the broadcast, but you guys stay on.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks.